Tonight on the October 20th edition of Newswatch 18, the city of Ames gears up for another snowy winter.
Colonel Gaddafi is dead. What does that mean for Libya? Find out tonight.
And find out which presidential hopeful dropped by in Iowa College this afternoon. All of this and more tonight on Newswatch 18.
Live from Studio B, this is Newswatch 18 with Tessa Callender, Andrew Schneider, sports with Matt Van Winkle, and weather with Nathan Gogo. Newswatch 18 starts now.
Good evening and welcome to this edition of Newswatch 18. I'm Andrew Schneider.
And I'm Brandon Blue, filling in for Tessa Callender.
Despite recent chilly weather, there isn't snow on the ground yet. The City of Ames Public Works Department is preparing for another busy winter season. Crews will be preparing snowplows and will practice runs on snow routes to identify areas of concern. Ames snow ordinance will go into effect when at least 2 inches of snow falls on the ground. Vehicles parked on snow routes when the ordinance goes into effect need to be moved to allow snowplows to clear streets. Snow routes are marked by red and white signs.
Longtime Libyan leader Muammar Gaddafi is dead. Details surrounding his death are still unclear, but he can be seen in photos bleeding from his head. Video footage on Al Jazeera shows Libyans cheering as Gaddafi's bloodied body is dragged through the streets. The former leader was viewed as tyrannical and oppressive by those who lived under his 42-year rule. Current Libyan Prime Minister Mahmoud Jibril has expressed that Libya can now move toward a, quote, much brighter and democratic future.
If you've got expired or unused prescriptions, you'll have the opportunity to make sure they don't fall into the wrong hands. The Ames and Iowa State Police Departments are hosting a citywide drug drop-off next Saturday, October 29th at Ames City Hall from 9 a.m. to noon. The event coordinates with Red Ribbon Week, the annual event dedicated to raising awareness regarding the need for alcohol, tobacco, and other drug prevention and intervention.
Republican presidential hopeful Mitt Romney made his first appearance in Iowa since August today with a town hall meeting at Morningside College in Sioux City. Romney told the crowd that his campaign runs counter to vitriol from other GOP candidates and that he will be in the state, quote, again and again. Romney is also at or near the top of Iowa polls despite only making 2 trips to the state this year, and these numbers are a departure from his 2008 campaign when he staked his candidacy on a win here.
If you're worried about your classes this semester, the last day to drop full semester class for fall is next Friday, October 28th. Schedule changes require signatures from an advisor, and an instructor are processed on a schedule change form. A fee is assessed for drops. Course drops count toward a student's ISU drop limit and appear as an X on the permanent record. A section change does not require a drop.
Design students in relief printmaking needed heavy equipment to complete their projects. How big? Andrew Schneider has the answer.
After weeks of hard work, design students in relief printmaking needed to finish their projects. Of course, in printmaking, the artist needs a printing press. For the 10th consecutive year, April Katz broke out the biggest printing press you'll find in Ames, a steamroller.
The students carve a 4 by 8 foot block of plywood. They bring it out here. They roll it with regular house paint rollers, but we're using special ink. And they put fabric or paper down and roll over it using a steamroller, very big one, as a printing press.
In September, the students formed groups based on a theme for their print and started on a small scale. Katz believes the atmosphere of teamwork brings out the best in her students.
I think what I like about it most is that it's a group of people coming together. Not a single individual would not be able to do this on their own. And so it's the idea of working together to create something bigger than you could do yourself.
Printmaking isn't the only thing students are focused on. Even if the blocks are inked and ready to press, someone has to drive the steamroller.
It's really fun to ride with them. You get some people who, I've had probably half a dozen say, this feels so powerful. And then there are others who kind of are white knuckling and really nervous, and others are kind of real relaxed about it. But they all seem to have a feeling about it. For me, it's really fun to empower those people who are afraid of doing it. You know, because I make everybody go up there. I mean, you cannot not drive. So those who are afraid end up having a good time, and that kind of idea of facing your fear is sort of a nice side effect of the project.
I'm Andrew Schneider, Newswatch 18.
The class's prints will be on display from October 31st through November 11th.
So, Matt, my Cardinals right now are in the World Series. They're playing right now. Do you have any good news for me?
Well, they had a very nice win yesterday in Game 1. We'll have the details coming up from Game 2 on Newswatch 18. Stay tuned.
It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? It's a neighborly day in this beauty wood, a neighborly day for a beauty. Would you be mine? Please won't you be my neighbor?
It threatens the lives of more than 15 million Americans.
Like heart disease. Its symptoms can be misleading.
Like diabetes, it's biologically based.
And like cancer, it can be fatal.
It is depression.
And like other life-threatening illnesses,
depression can be treated.
Which means there's hope.
There's hope for everyone who has it. Learn more at depressionisreal.org.
You know, recently a woman wrote me to say nobody cares what happens to her money. Well, that's just not true. For 75 years, the FDIC has protected the money you deposit in banks. Those depositors have never lost one penny in the history of the FDIC. So here's the bottom line. You just can't put your money in the bank and not know how FDIC insurance works. You have got to make sure your money is 100% protected. So I want you to go to myfdicinsurance.gov and click on Edie the Estimator. In just a few simple steps, Edie lets you know if all your money is safe and sound. If I were you, I would want to know that. Who cares more about your money than you, me, and the FDIC?
Susie's right. Visit myfdicinsurance.gov and use Edie the Estimator. Because the more you know, the safer your money.
Welcome back to Newswatch 18. I'm Matt Van Winkle with your sports update. The Fall Classic is underway. Last night, the Cardinals and Rangers played Game 1 of the 2011 World Series. The St. Louis Cardinals edged out Texas 3-2 to take the first game of the best-of-7 series. With the home crowd on its side, the Cardinals took a 2-0 lead in the fourth inning on a Lance Berkman 2-run single. The Rangers responded quickly in the top half of the fifth, courtesy of a Mike Napoli 2-run home run. Cardinals ace pitcher Chris Carpenter went 6 strong innings, allowing only the 2 runs on 5 hits. In the bottom of the 6th, NLCS MVP David Freese hit a double to left and was later driven in by pinch hitter Alan Craig to make the score 3-2. The Cardinals held on to their lead and took Game 1. Game 2 is being played right now in St. Louis, and it is tied at 0-0 in the 4th inning. You can watch the game on Fox. It has been an interesting week for the Cyclone football team. After the Cyclones took a beating at Missouri last week, Coach Paul Rhodes said in a press conference this week that he is unsure who the starting quarterback will be against Texas A&M. Steele Jantz has been struggling lately, and Rhodes is considering starting redshirt freshman Jared Barnett this week. Barnett saw some action during the 4th quarter against Missouri and led the offense to an eventual scoring drive. The football team is back at home on Saturday to take on the 17th-ranked Aggies. The game starts at 2:30 and will be televised on ABC. We will have all the highlights for you on Monday's Newswatch. The Cyclone volleyball team will head down to College Station on Saturday for a match with the Lady Aggies. The 15th-ranked Twister sisters ride a 3-match win streak into Texas. The Cyclones are 15-3 overall and 6-1 in Big 12 play. Carly Jensen, Tanisha Matlock, and Jamie Straube have led the Red-Hot Cyclones this season. The team is back home next Wednesday to host Kansas. And Donovan McNabb won't be taking the starting snaps for the Vikings this Sunday. Head coach Leslie Frazier said yesterday that rookie Christian Ponder will take over after McNabb has struggled. The Vikings are 1-5 with McNabb and last in the NFC North. Ponder, the Vikings' first-round draft choice this year, played last week in a blowout loss to the Bears, completing 9 out of 17 passes for only 99 yards. The Vikings host the undefeated Green Bay Packers this Sunday. And that's all I have for sports. Now, Nathan, please tell me we have some nice weather coming up for Saturday's game.
You know, I do have good news for you. We saw another below-average temperature day here in Ames, but I have a warm-up in the forecast. Details are after the break. This is Newswatch 18.
When you throw away money on wasted electricity, you're throwing away everything you could have bought with it. saving energy saves you money. Learn more at EnergySavers.gov.
Clean kitchen surfaces, utensils, and hands with soapy water. 1 in 6 Americans will get sick from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
But it would be safe to keep your distance until there are secrets that make you smile. Reliable sources say that chicken soup has found their way out of this year.
Getting closer to nature can get you closer to your family. Go to discovertheforest.org.
Welcome back to Newswatch 18. We saw a high today of 52 degrees. It was pretty chilly out there and a lot of wind. Again, we saw for about the third day straight. That's remnants of a trough and a cold front that pushed through yesterday, and those winds are going to calm down tonight, and that's going to feel nice out there. Those temperatures are going to dip very low because of that, though. Normal this time of year, 62 degrees, record 88 degrees, and we're getting pretty cold out there, so we're seeing a lot of frost around the area. Right now it's 41 degrees, clear skies, and those winds are going to lighten down, and because of that, we're going to see some frost, and we're going to see below freezing temperatures, so it's going to be chilly out there when you wake up in the morning. You're going to want to grab that jacket. Current conditions, 43 up in Storm Lake, Ames 41 here, 43 in Pella, 39 out in Quad Cities. So generally across Iowa, we're sitting in the 40s right now. Those are going to dip below freezing in most cases. So not any precip or rain or snow in this case, good thing, but we are going to see those chilly temperatures. So going in for tonight, 29 degrees, winds are calming down, and that's going to let that temperature really drop down very low. So 29 for tonight, you're going to want to grab that jacket again going into tomorrow. Midnight, 36 degrees, 6 a.m. Waking up, it's going to be about freezing. 3 p.m., 58 degrees, and those winds are going to be a lot lighter, and they're going to be coming out of the southwest, making it that wind a little more warmer than we've been seeing that northwest wind the last couple days. It's been pretty chilly out there. For tomorrow, 59 for your high, mostly sunny. Quite pleasant day for this time of year. And going into your 5-day forecast, we're going to see, Mike was hoping for, Matt was hoping for, 66 degrees on Saturday and Sunday. Monday, 68. So really going into a beautiful pattern. Back to you guys.
And thank you, Nathan. Before the football game on Saturday, the rest of Homecoming Week 2011 wraps up tomorrow. The final lunch on Central Campus takes place from 11 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Pork burgers and Cold Stone ice cream are on the menu. Drive by the Greek community houses to see lawn displays from 8 to 10 in the evening. Then get a late evening snack at the Pancake Feed from 10 p.m. until 12:30 a.m. Mass campaigning and the fireworks show will conclude the festivities at midnight.
Have you ever been in the library late at night, heard a creepy sound, and wondered if it was haunted? Haunted ISU is October 26th from 7 to 9:30 p.m. and starts at the Campanile. It takes place at many locations that have a ghoulish reputation. Haunted ISU will go to the campus cemetery, the Memorial Union, Farmhouse Museum, and other spooky places. Bring a flashlight and join them, if you dare.
And that's all we have for this October 20th edition of Newswatch 18. Thank you for tuning in this evening.
Join us Monday night at 8 for more news, sports, and weather. Have a great weekend.
Students in relief printmaking.